Hello, hello! Pete's Packs here, and welcome back to Throwback Thursday, episode number 17. This week we have something that I absolutely loved when it came out back in, I believe it was 1998. So much so, I actually still have my original box from back then. I used this to carry around my decks for several years in my bag. It is well loved. But this is the dual deck set Anthologies. Now, it contains all kinds of stuff from Magic's history, and is meant to anthologize the first, I think it was 10 sets of the game, something like that. So I might actually say on here. Let's see. This is also from when they were still calling it Dominia instead of Dominaria. Actually, let's blend on that. But yeah, so from Alpha to Urza Saga. Very nice. Oh, that's right, it has 5 tokens. I forgot about the tokens. Yeah, let's get into this. This has always been one of my favorite box sets, and I always thought it was kind of funny that that this was the only way to get something. I forget what it was. There's a foil card in here, if I remember correctly. That was the only way to get it as a foil. I may be mixing it up with the Finkel and Garfield box set. We'll see. It's got this nice little slip cover. And the box itself, which is a 350 count box, according to the label. We have a nice full color booklet. It goes over the different sets at the time. A free trial of Duelist, along with a comment card. So, have you purchased or received any of the following? Instinct card game. Hey! I've got a copy of that. Where did I put it? Yeah, Instinct card game. We got that in recently. Yeah, Vanguard gift box. We already opened that on the channel. Multiverse gift box. Hey, we opened that on the channel too. Earthquake card game. I'm gonna have to find that now. Yeah, that's cool. I forgot about Earthquake. Yeah. Neat. We have the 2 deck boxes, which represent the 2 armies. And then a little divider for it. And otherwise, it's just a nice little 350 count box. But I already have one of those, so we will be keeping this intact. So first, let's look at the manual. And again, this is back when it was still called Dominia. Yeah, Magic Timeline. So we had Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Arabian Nights, Antiquities, Revised, Legends, The Dark, First World Championship event at Gen Con, back in August '94. I unfortunately did not get to go to that. I wanted to. Very much so. I was playing at the time, but I did not get to go there. Then we had Fallen Empires 4th edition, Ice Age, the 1000th Magic card published, Now we're up to like 28,000, I believe. And we had the first pre-release tournament in Toronto. There was Chronicles, Homelands, Pro Tour first event in New York, Alliances with the Arena League premiere at Origins. That was a big one. I actually did get to go to that. And Mirage Visions, the 2000th Magic card ever published. 5th edition Weatherlight Portal. Favorite set of all time. I love Portal too. It was great for teaching. Tempest, Stronghold, Exodus, Portal Second Age, Unglued, Urza Saga with the 3000th card published. So, yeah. It goes and talks about all those different sets. There's a little blurb about them. Great little thing to go over. Weatherlight. Still my favorite set of all time. June 97. Then we had Exodus the following June. There's a Saga that October. Portal Second Age. Which, funny enough, weren't legal to be played in anything for several years. Unglued. First joke set. And going over some of the different organized play things. All kinds of cool stuff. Then here they're talking about Urza's Legacy on its way, which happened in February 99. Then we have our deck lists. For Deck A, Dark Alliance. Deck B, Defenders of the Cause. Beautiful Sarah Angel art by Douglas Schuler. Very cool. Funny enough, I believe this is one of the ones that has a weird white border printing of one of the cards. Yeah, Brushland. So there's a Ice Age stamped white border Brushland that comes in here that I have been mistakenly sent 3 separate times now by vendors on TCG Player, which I think is very funny. But let's get started with Black Red Dark Alliance. And these have the tokens from Unhinged, or not Unhinged, Unglued in them also. So we have 5 of those classic Goblin tokens, which are probably worth more than the rest of everything. Oddly enough, my favorite version of Mountain, which is the beta Douglas Schuler art, but the misprint from Arabian Nights. And they kind of did a joke here because of it. We have 3, 4, 5, 6 of that. Then the John Avon Mirage art. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. One of the Ice Age Douglas Schuler art Swamps. 1, 2, 3, 5 of those. And then the Braum art Swamp from Tempest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. A white border Polluted Mire. If I remember correctly, this is the only way to get a white border Polluted Mire without making one, which is pretty cool. Smoldering Crater, same for it. And Strip Mine. This is a funny one, because this shows up every now and then in people's collections, and they think it's an Antiquities one or a Chronicles one. Like, Antiquities makes no sense because it's not black border. and the frame is wrong. Chronicles also doesn't make any sense because the frame is different, because this is the 5th edition frame. Also sometimes known as the Mirage frame. But I see this show up every now and then. But beautiful art by Daniel Gellin. Then we have, I believe, the 5th edition art of Black Knight by Adrian Smith. Kumbaj Witches by Kaya Foglio. Or Kaja Foglio. I can never remember if it's Kaya or Kaja. Knight of Stromgold by Mark Poole. Hippie! Good old Douglas Schuler's Hypnotic Spectre. This will forever be the correct version of Hypnotic Spectre for me. Ishin Shade. One of the few impactful cards out of Homelands. That lovely art by Christopher Rush. Goblin Balloon Brigade, art by Andy Russo. Goblin Digging Team, Phil Foglio. Goblin Vandal, Franz Von Winkle. Mog Fanatic, art by Brahm. Still my favorite white border printing, if I can say that. Not a fan of white border, but this set is very near and dear to my heart. Mog Raider with Brian Snowdy, or with art by Brian Snowdy. Raging Goblin with art by Brian Snowdy. Goblin Recruiter. This is another one of those ones that shows up in people's collections that they're really confused by. Because again, like, they think it's Visions, but it's white border. So a lot of people aren't aware of the Anthologies box set. So then we have Goblin Tinkerer, art by Hannibal King. Also, funny enough, these do show up in pre-modern, and there's a few people that like to build white border pre-modern goblins lists, and this helps enable that. We have Mog Flunkies with art by Brahm. Goblin Hero, art by Pete Ventures. Goblin Matron, using the Portal Second Age art. This one always just looked trippy to me. But amazing art by Daniel Gellin. We have Uthden Troll, art by Douglas Schuler. Goblin King, good old Jesper Myfors, or Mirfors. I still call them Jesper Myfors, it's Mirfors. Goblin Snowman, art by Daniel Gellin. Goblin Mutant, another Daniel Gellin. Oh. Volcanic Dragon, Janine Johnston. Lady Orca, Sandra Everingham. Aesthir Glider, Ruth Thompson. The antiquity symbol looks so strange with a white lining on it. Unholy Strength, of course, the modified version, which no longer has the burning pentagram in the background, with art by Douglas Schuler. Terror, art by Ron Spencer. Hymn to Torok, Liz Danforth. The good old circle art, or cauldron art. Feast of the Unicorn, Dennis Detweiler. Actually got in a lot of trouble because my parents thought this was just a gross card. So it was kind of funny. Goblin Grenade, Ron Spencer. Great version of that. Lightning Bolt, the classic Christopher Rush art. Goblin Warrens, Dan Frazier. Very nice. Pyrotechnics, Anson Maddox. Pyrokinesis, Ron Spencer. Very nice. Fireball, Mark Tedden. Goblin Offensive, Carl Critchlow, and Nivenrol's Disc, Mark Tedden. Some really great cards in there. It's absolutely iconic stuff. Now for deck 2. This one I believe has unicorns. Yeah, unicorn tokens. Got 5 of them. With the magic back, nonetheless. Something a lot of people either don't know or forget is that the older tokens had magic backs. So I think that's cool. Also, a lot of the older tokens got proxied over because of that. We have Forest by Quentin Hoover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one that I've been sent erroneously over the years. There's also an arena promo that uses this art and has that symbol. This is the art by Tony Roberts. But when buying that promo, I've been sent this multiple times, which is a real point of frustration getting like the TCG player customer service to answer or to handle, because they're like, no, you got the right card. It's like, no. The correct one has a black border. This one has a white border. This was from this specific set. This is not correct. I would like my money back, please. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. It doesn't help that that's one of my favorite forests of all time. So, you know. We have Douglas Schuler Plains from Portal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Tom Vonderstrand. Plains from Mirage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. The Brushland that causes many a woe. With art by Brian Wachwitz. Not sure. It's got the pumpkins. Yeah, same as the Ice Age art, but it's sent mistakenly all the time. Good old Drifting Meadow. Endlehaven. Drifting Meadow with art by Bob Eggleton. Brian Wachwitz, or Vachwitz. Vachwitz? I don't know. Good old Pendlehaven. Slippery Carse with art by Stephen Danielle. Oh, almost missed one. Vacation Javelineers. Edward P. Beard Jr. art. Infantry Veteran. Christopher Rush. Armored Pegasus. Andrew Robinson. Rewind Falcon. Una Fricker. Samite Healer. Tom Vonderstrand. Youthful Knight. Rebecca Guai. Love the art on this. I love all of Rebecca Guai's art, to be honest. Order of the White Shield. Ruth Thompson. White Knight. Daniel Gellin. Benalish Knight. Zena Saunders. Combat Medic. Liz Danforth. Pegasus Charger. Val Merrick. Good old Sarah Angel with art by Douglas Schuler. This is another one. I've gotten in arguments with people over whether or not this was 5th edition, which I believe has different art for Sarah Angel, or 4th edition, or what was this? And again, Anthologies Boxed Set. Llanowar Elves, Anson Maddox. Nice that it's back in standard, too. It had been out for a while. Scavenger Folk, Dennis Detweiler. Canopy Spider, Christopher Rush. Spectral Bears, Pat Morrissey. Miri, Cat Warrior, Darren Bader. Woolly Spider, Daniel Gellin. Carnivorous Plant, Quentin Hoover. I love Quentin Hoover's art. Ernum Gen, Ken Meyer Jr. Very nice. Of course, one of the core parts of Armageddon, or Ernum-geddon rather, because Ernum Gen. Giant Spider, Sandra Everingham. Gorilla Chieftain, Quentin Hoover. Love the art on that. Ranger in Beck, Randy Elliott. Swords to Plowshares, Jeff A. Menges. Very nice. Disenchant, Amy Weber. Pacifism, Robert Bliss. Pegasus Stampede. This was a fun card. Mark Zug. Sacred Mesa. Another one that gets mistaken a lot. Also, one of my absolute favorite cards in Mirage. Just being able to bombard people with a mountain of Pegasi. So good. Warrior's Honor. Oh, sorry. Mark Zug for Pegasus Stampede. Margaret Organ Keene for Sacred Mesa. Also one of my favorite arts throughout Magic's history. Warrior's Honor by D. Alexander Gregory. Armageddon, Jesper Myfors. I always forget this is in here. Another one that gets mistaken quite a bit. Hurricane, Cornelius Brundy. Or Broody. Giant Growth, Sandra Everingham. Overrun, Jeff Miracola. Funny enough, Overrun was in my sealed kit at the this past weekend and helped close out some games. Jellum Tome, Tom Vonderstrand. And Serrated Arrows, David A. Cherry. Such a great time. Like, this reminds me why I enjoy pre-modern so much, and why I love this set so much. It's just absolutely iconic cards. Great time to be playing. It makes me very nostalgic. But again, this was Anthologies. Came out, the Anthologies box set came out in 1998, and we just cracked it. So, thank you for joining me on this adventure. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And until next time, stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.